Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture for July 18th of 2025 is titled ISS Meets Saturn. So what do we see here? Well, here we see two objects in the sky in this telescopic view, and to the right-hand side we see the planet Saturn, and that is, of course, the great ringed gas giant planet in the outer solar system. Now, the blob we see toward the other side is much closer and is actually the International Space Station in orbit around Earth. And we see them here in a very interesting conjunction that occurred when the International Space Station came very close to flying in front of Saturn from this location. Now, that doesn't happen all the time, but it can happen, and you'd have to track out and plan exactly when this would occur. And you would not only have to do exactly what time that the International Space Station would pass near Saturn, because it would just be a fraction of a second. You'd have to be very ready getting the images here. But you'd also have to plan your location on Earth. You'd have to be at the right location on Earth because the International Space Station is in low Earth orbit, and its position in the sky because of parallax is going to shift. So while you might see this in one specific location, as where this was taken in Washington State in the United States, if you were farther south in California or farther east in, say, towards Washington, D.C., you would not have seen the same image. And that's simply because of the relative positioning of these, that you would have to be not only at the right time, but in the right place as well in order to see something like this. Now, you can see how distorted the International Space Station is there, the main module toward the center, and the solar panels stretching out to either side, looking distorted by the atmosphere of Earth as they have to pass through Earth's atmosphere, and that will distort them a little bit. It's also moving significantly faster. So Saturn is pretty much locked on when we take an image of it, and we can follow that along because its motion is extremely slow. If you've ever watched the International Space Station, and you can look when it will be up over your area, there are plenty of websites online that will help you track that, you can see that it will quickly track across the sky. In fact, it will make one orbit around Earth about every 90 minutes. So it's only going to be in this vicinity of the planet for a fraction of a second, and that's what it takes to get an image such as this. Now, one adjustment that had to be done to this image is that they appear to be about the same size, but they were not the same brightness. In fact, Saturn would have appeared much fainter, and its brightness had to be enhanced in order to make them comparable in this image. So in reality, if you had been watching this, you would have seen the International Space Station much brighter than Saturn. Here they're adjusted to give us a much nicer image. So that was our picture of the day for July 18th of 2025. It was titled ISS Meets Saturn. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture. So until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.